Hi guys, and welcome to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today at Drayton Park Golf Club in my swing studio, and I want to show you a drill for your hip movement in the backswing and in the downswing using an office chair. So I realise you're not going to take this to the driving range, but maybe something you can do in the office, at home, just to get the feeling of what your hips are trying to do in the golf swing. It's a great exercise for quite a few different things. So I'm just going to show you how this works, and while going through that, talk you through the movements that we're trying to actually achieve in our backswing. So I'm just going to move the chair around as if I'm hitting towards my wall over here, just so you can see from a face-on point of view. So what you're going to do is go ahead, you need the chair high enough so it's above your backside, sort of going into the lower part of your back. And what I want you to try and do is actually keep your backside against the chair. And what this is going to help reduce is any of those sliders out to the right, so real lateral shifts off the ball with the lower body where the pressure moves too far towards the outside of my trail foot. What we're really trying to achieve in the backswing is as we turn our hips, as we rotate this way, you'll see here that my trail hip, my right hip, is actually starting to move a little bit behind me. That doesn't mean I'm in a reverse pivot position. So as I make my backswing, I can definitely feel my pressure onto my right side, but my hips are rotating and they're actually moving. And you could do this with a tall stick in the ground. So if you just put a tall stick up the outside edge of your right leg here, we don't want to bump into that. We're just trying to turn slightly away from that tall stick, but I can still feel that pressure into my right thigh. I want it on the inside edge of my right thigh, inside edge of right foot, trail foot not moving to the outside edge. So it's a great one for the backswing to really turn your hips. And as you turn your hips, the chair will be moving and you'll feel that as you do it. So it's not a slide away from the target that way where the chair's shifting with me. As I turn, the chair is turning in the opposite direction to my hips. So my hips are turning to the right, the chair has moved to the left. Whereas if I slide, the chair will move with me that way. So it's a great exercise. So I'm going to go ahead, backswing, and I can feel that my right hip is pushed into the chair and turned it the other way. On the downswing, where it's going to work really well on is keeping your bum back. So now we want both bum cheeks pushing back into the chair. So it's a great early extension exercise to stop any of this thrusting forwards towards the ball. And then lastly, it also works on this hip turn on the way through. So the feeling of my left hip now, my lead hip, pushing again into the chair. And again, my hips are rotating this way to the left. The chair is moving the opposite direction. So it's not going to be, again, a real lateral slide towards the target where the chair spins out. It's really going to be that the chair's working in the opposite direction. Let me just show you that from more of a down line. So in the backswing, my right hip is pushed against it. The chair's moving in the opposite direction as my hips, so it's no real lateral slide. On the downswing, both bum cheeks pushing back into the chair, and as I turn my left hip into it, that chair is actually moving again in the opposite direction. So we're trying to reduce any lateral slide or shift away from the target or too much towards the target on the downswing, and we're also stopping any of this early extension movement thrusting towards the ball. Great exercise. Let me go ahead and hit a couple so you guys can get the idea of what this is doing. So it takes a little bit of getting used to get it the right distance away. If you're doing this at home, just making swings without the ball is absolutely fine. If you could get it into the garden or the decking area or patio, you could probably hit an airflow ball. I don't expect you to be taking this to the driving range. A little bit too close to the ball. That's it, about there. Okay. So that move and then that move there. That feels great. So let me go ahead and hit one. That felt really good. Maybe a fraction out the bottom of the club, but landing pretty much bang on target. Nice soft draw. Definitely got the feeling of my hips turning to the right, not a lateral slide, and turning to the left again, not as much lateral movement as some people would get. So good numbers, pretty happy with the figures. Strike wasn't perfect and speed was a little bit down, but I think when you're doing that exercise, I wouldn't worry too much. I'm more interested in the feeling, so whether there's a golf ball there or not. So again, backswing, right hip is pushing into it, not a lateral slide. That's getting the chair moving the opposite direction of the hips, trying to keep your bum on the chair on the start of the downswing, and then turning to the left, and again the chair is working in the opposite direction to the hip. Give that office chair drill a go if you can. It's a great exercise for so many aspects. Backswing, start to downswing, into impact. Definitely get the feeling of what's happening there. If you like that video, please give us a thumbs up. Do subscribe to the channel for plenty of other content coming Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 5:30. And all our social media info you need for us is coming along the bottom of the screen right now. Thanks guys, we'll see you soon.